Welcome to NZERA exam preparation. This is the 2024 Primary Leaving National Examination in Mathematics set by NESA. We'll go through every question together. For each one we read it carefully, learn the idea behind it, and work out a clear step-by-step answer. Let's begin. First, a quick look at the paper. It carries 100 marks over 2 hours and no calculator is allowed. You attempt every question and you must show you're working because marks are given for the steps, not just the answer. The questions cover numbers, fractions, measurements, geometry, and data. Let's start with question 1. Question 1. Write 12,056,418 in words. The trick is to split the digits into groups of 3, starting from the right. That gives 12, then 056, then 418. The first group is 12 million, the middle group is 56,000, and the last group is 418. So the number is 12,056,418. Question 2. Using the digits 8, 0, 5, 7, and 2. For the biggest whole number, we put the digits from largest to smallest, 8, 7, 5, 2, 0. That is 87,520. For the smallest, we go from smallest to largest, but we cannot start with 0, or it wouldn't be a 5-digit number. So we start with the next smallest, 2, then the 0, 2, 0, 5, 7, 8, 20,578. Question 3. Subtract 4,325,678 minus 2,478,529. Write them one above the other, lining up the place values. Then subtract column by column from the right, borrowing from the next column whenever the top digit is smaller than the bottom. Working carefully through, the answer is 1,847,149. Question 4. Convert 50,000 francs into US dollars, given that $1 equals 1,000 francs. Since $1 is 1,000 francs, we find how many thousands are in 50,000. We divide 50,000 by 1,000. That gives 50. So 50,000 francs is 50 US dollars. Question 5. Define the term scale. A scale is the link between a map or drawing and the real world. It is the ratio of a distance on the map to the matching real distance on the ground. For example, a scale of 1 to 100,000 means 1 centimeter on the map stands for 100,000 centimeters in real life. In short, a scale tells us how much the real distance has been shrunk to fit the map. Question 6. Round 5.297 to the nearest hundredth. The hundredths place is the second digit after the point, which is 9. To decide, we look at the very next digit, the thousandths, which is 7. 7 is 5 or more, so we round up. Rounding the 9 up carries over, giving 5.30. Question 7. Compare using less than, greater than, or equals. Part A. 1/6 as a decimal is 0.166 and so on. That is smaller than 0.32, so 1/6 is less than 0.32. Part B. 1,457 times 100 is 145,700. That is exactly the number on the left, so the two sides are equal. Question 8. Work out 15a plus 20ca. We look for what both terms share. 15a is 5a times 3, and 20ca is 5a times 4c. So the common factor is 5a. Taking it outside a bracket gives 5a times 3 plus 4c. Question 9. Convert 0.95 into a fraction and simplify. 2 decimal places means hundredths, so 0.95 is 95 over 100. Now simplify. The highest common factor of 95 and 100 is 5. Dividing both by 5 gives 19 over 20, which cannot be reduced further. Question 10. Simplify a cubed, b squared, a to the fourth, bc. When we multiply powers of the same letter, we add the powers. For a, 3 plus 4 is 7, giving a to the 7. For b, 2 plus 1 is 3, giving b cubed. And c appears once, So the answer is a to the 7, b cubed, c. Question 11. Find the missing two fractions. Look at the bottoms. 3, 6, 12. Each one is double the last. So the pattern is that each fraction is half of the one before. After 12 comes 24, and after that, 48. So the missing fractions are 1 over 24 and 1 over 48. Question 12. Two integer calculations. Part A, minus 12 times minus 10. A negative times a negative is positive, and 12 times 10 is 120. So the answer is positive 120. Part B, minus 20 plus 4. The signs are opposite, so we subtract. 20 minus 4 is 16, and we keep the sign of the bigger number, which is minus. So the answer is minus 16. Question 13. Choose the correct definition of probability. Probability is a measure of how likely an event is to happen. Option A talks only about something being less likely, which is too narrow. Option C says the event will not happen, which is wrong. Option B says it is the chance that something will happen. That is correct. The answer is B. Question 14. Work out 50 kilograms plus 23 hectograms in decigrams. We must change everything to the same unit, decigrams, before we add. 1 kilogram is 10,000 decigrams, so 50 kilograms is 500,000. 1 hectogram is 1,000 decigrams, so 23 hectograms is 23,000. Adding them gives 523,000 decigrams. Question 15. Fill each blank with discrete data or quantitative data. Data given as numbers of any kind is called quantitative data. That fills part A. Numerical data that can only be whole numbers, the kind you count, is called discrete data. That fills part B. Question 16. Share 15,000 books equally among 5 schools. Sharing equally means we divide the total by the number of schools. 15,000 divided by 5 is 3,000. So each school gets 3,000 books. Question 17. 1 3/4 of 360. The word of means multiply. First change 1 3/4 to the improper fraction 7 over 4. Now 7/4 of 360. Divide 360 by 4 to get 90, then multiply by 7. 90 times 7 is 630. That brings us to the end of Part A. The rest of this paper, the remaining questions, continues in Part B. Open Part B next and keep going. We pick up exactly where we left off. See you in Part B.